Hello, everybody. We are here with Mrs. John Millans and our friend, that we can say is friend because he came another time, Shen Duan. And they are both members of the team, of one of the team that is the teams that is playing the quarterfinal, and they are playing with Milan's team, and they are now playing against Milan's. But let's see a quick recap of what happened in the round of in the previous set. Okay, here we are. So I can ask him something. Ludong is a Chinese team, of course, I think, and they are leading by 11 on firm.
Yeah.
So it's a completely open match. Like all the four matches are very, very open because you are leading by 14, and Wilson McAllister is leading by 3, and the other Chinese team, Zhao Heng, is leading on Perlmutter by 17.
Yes.
What can you say about these 8 teams? Do you know them all?
Yeah, I know a few of them. I know the 2 Chinese teams. They're both very competitive, but their opponents are also very strong. They're leading by 11 and 17 at the moment, but at the second half, it's very, as you said, like it was like it's going to be an open match, and both the firm team has a bunch of very strong Dutch players, and Permuter has very strong. He has Cecilia Rimstead, I think, and Dennis Bild, and Nida. Yeah, it's also a very strong team. So I would say they're both very open, and McAllister and Wilson, they're very close. They're just a 3 difference. And in our match, we're up 14 at the moment. And also, the match can easily swing one way or the other. But
did you
hopefully
play last segment?
We didn't play, no.
You didn't play.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, now shall we go to the match so they can comment something about what's happening. Now we are at board 17. It means the third board, and well, what happened? What's happening? Board 16 in the other room, Rosenberg room, Sandra Rosenberg room. Okay, you put them.
Yeah, so it seems like on board 16, at this Sylvia She's room. I don't know if it's open or closed. Is it? How do I tell if it's open or closed?
This is closed.
Sylvia, which one? The Rosenberg is closed?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the open room, North-South had a system where North opened 1 no trump and South bid 2 no trump, which was Puppy Stamen, and North bid 3 clubs, which denied the 5-card major, and now South bid 3 no trump. I think in the closed room, it looks like they have the same auction. I believe their 2 no trump was also Puppy Stamen, and they're in 3 no trump. So it's the same contract and the same auction. The lead is a little different. On one of the room, in the open room, the East chose to lead the 2 of diamonds, 4th best from the longest and strongest. But in the closed room, East, the E-team lead chose to lead the Queen of Spades. I believe they either lead Rusino or their king is a power lead, so they can't lead the king from King Queen. So that's why she led the Queen. It doesn't seem like this.
You lost five imps in board 1, board 15. I mean. And what happened? Can you tell us what happened? If you put board 15, okay. Now
So on board 15, well, we don't have I don't think we can see, but on board 15, basically at one table, they got to 4 spades, which was a little too high. West opened 5-5-1-2 9 count, but he was he was favorable. I mean, it's not going to be everyone's choice, but I guess West just liked his suit and liked the vulnerability, so he opened 1 spade, and eventually they got to 4 spades. And at the other table, West passed the 5-5-1-2 9 count, and they got to 3 spades. So it seems like there was a little misdefense in 4 spades in the closed room. So they only beat it 1. It should be down 2. Let's see. They can take 3 pitches. Yeah, because they have to lose ace king of clubs, ace of diamonds, and ace queen of hearts. It's not going anywhere. So
Maybe there was some mistake in here because you didn't. In fact, now it seems that in board 15 nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Yeah, there was a mistake. So I thought that they made 3 spades at the other table, but they actually didn't. So
the operator maybe
yeah.
the wrong tricks.
So at the other table they didn't. They just scored their 5 tricks. They didn't let them pitch the singleton diamond on the queen of clubs.
Nothing. I don't think that something will happen also in board 16 because they both in the other room they play 3 no trump +1, and in this room they should.
Yeah, it seems like Strino has 5 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, and at least 1 club. So
it should be the same.
It's very likely to be a push.
All push board would be very okay for you, wouldn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's what we're hoping for.
Well,
so on board 17, the auction went a diamond pass, a heart, 2 diamonds.
Can we go in board 17? Yeah. 1 diamond, pass, 1 heart, 2 diamond, double, 4 class, 4 hearts. And all passed.
Yeah, so here I think North-South had agreement that 2 diamonds shows spades and clubs here.
Mm-hmm.
Some people play 2 diamonds is natural here. I think almost everyone plays 2 hearts by North here is natural. But 2 diamonds, people have different opinions. But North-South here plays 2 diamonds is the other 2 suits, at least 5-5. So
the 2 black suits.
2 black suits, yes. Yeah. And when North bits 2 diamonds, East made the support double, and South took up the room by jumping to 4 clubs, even though he only had he had 4 clubs and a stiff spade. Yeah, so he had a normal 4 club in.
Yeah, and also normal 4 hearts, I think, by West.
Yes. West had 4-6-2-1. He does not have a lot of high card points, but he has a stiff club, and he knows they have 9 hearts, and it's very normal for him to be bidding 4 hearts here.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like 4 hearts is just going to take 6 hearts, 3 spades, 2 diamonds. Oh, okay. So West chose to play the ace of hearts. That's rather interesting, knowing that North bid 2 diamonds showing 2 other suits. So he chose not.
It's very strange.
It's very strange, yes. And also
not a finesse king.
And also, if he plays this way, he wouldn't. Now South can draw the last trump. And I think now, yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have to because he can always rough the spade. So now I think East West. Oh, I see. So West is kind of just playing safe in case something really bad happens. even though I don't really see anything bad can happen.
A super security play.
Yeah, because he can afford to lose one spade, one heart, and one club, so that's what he was trying to do. So instead of taking the finesse, he chose to play ace and heart. I guess if he plays a diamond and that gets roughed, and if South had no spades, if North is actually 6-2-0-5, I guess it could be bad, but it's very unlikely.
May I ask something to Mrs. Melvin? But you should give her the. However it goes from now on, are you satisfied of this tournament of your teammates?
My teammates are doing very, very, very well. It's a team that never played together before.
Oh, you invented this thing.
I did not invent it. The captain of the team invented it.
Okay, I see. And now another friend is coming. I hope he will stay for a while. You can sit here, Philippe. Philippe Cronier promised me that after shopping, he would have a ride. Hi, Philippe.
I shopped a little, but I know I'm very, very tight. I will try to comment it accurately. It will be difficult.
We are commentating the match. That is a very close match of the team of their team against the team of Manfield. What's about your team, Philippe?
We lost this morning, and unfortunately, but we lost a lot, so we have no regret to have, not at all. It's like that. We made a bad match, and we finished. We will play the pairs tomorrow.
Hope so. Okay, so now we are with after two push boards on board 18. They still have to start. In the other room, they played 4 hearts, just making.
You're talking about board 17 still?
Yes, I'm still on board 17. I'm sorry. I give the microphone to Philippe if he wants to comment any bidding or any play.
Okay, I will tell you if I have something to say.
Okay.
So we're looking at board 18 right now, and East is theater, and some people might, if they play something like 2 diamonds or 2 hearts showing both majors weak, some people might open that white against red. But if with no system, I don't imagine East would open this hand.
Could you open the hand in East?
Not at all. Some people, as say my colleague, had some openings like 2 diamonds for both major or something like that. Could be something you can do, green against red, but I don't think Big Palmer is this sort of player.
In fact, he passed.
Yeah, so the auction started with a diamond precision by South, which shows 2 plus diamonds, 10 to 15 high card points, and West overcalled a heart. He was a little light, but he was white against red, and his putter was a passed hand, so this is very unlikely to backfire. Now North bid 3 clubs, which showed both minors and up to a light invitational hand, but usually, not as good.
Both minor or just
both minors, yeah, because one
just diamonds, just good support in diamonds.
No, the problem is 1 diamond precision doesn't say you have diamonds.
right.
So
1 diamond showed 2 plus diamonds.
So three clubs is for sure.
The problem is this hand that with 11 hearts, East-West can decide to sacrifice against 5 diamonds, and as you can see, it's not a good idea because it's too expensive. But it could be a decision. Could be the other way very, very easily.
Yeah, so East is thinking here. I heard East is a very slow player, so she would think probably a lot of spots where other people find obvious. For example, here I think most people would just bid 4 hearts because you're white against red. You have a good support, 5-card support. You have 2 doubletons. Oh, interesting.
A point that maybe that's not. Oh yeah, the bidding are coming. Sometimes you are waiting for east, but you are waiting for east and south because the bidding is coming with the 2 people at the same time, but not here. It seems to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. So East chose a rather interesting bid of 3 diamonds Q bid. I guess she wasn't gonna commit to 4 hearts if they can buy it in 3 hearts. But looking at her hand, I think it's extremely likely that they're gonna buy the contract in 3 hearts. And now South, knowing that his partner showed both minors, he also had both minors and stiff heart. He had a very good hand. He's probably thinking if it's possible they make a game, or he should just compete to 4, or is he gonna push them to 4? He's probably thinking about all these things at the moment.
You think they are going to call the game North-South?
North-South yes, on this hand they're called for a game. Okay, so South decided to bid 3 spades. So this definitely showed spade values and a good hand, obviously.
Philippe, did you play against this team?
No.
How did you know they play precision?
Because just I heard my.
Yeah. Of course, he knows. Yeah, they are their teammates, of course.
Yeah. So now North having show less than invitational, or like up to a light invitational. North only promising 9 cards in both minors, having 10 cards. Yes, exactly. So North is her hand was limited. She has the best hand in the context of the auction, so she would definitely make a move. So here we go. So she bid 4 hearts, showing she has a good hand in the context of the auction, and she's definitely going to bid a game. So from North point of view, I guess it's still possible that they just make a slam, like give punter something like ace king of spades, ace of diamonds, and king and 1 club, and some diamond length. They can just be called for 6 diamonds. So 4
They
hearts.
have no time to see that there are 2 aces missing. I mean, they have no way.
Right. They don't. Yeah, they don't have a way at this point. I don't think. I believe they play kickback. So
What's 4-no trumps?
I think 4-no trump by South here is just pick a minor, because South doesn't know, because North at this point could still be something like 3-1, 5-4 either way. So South was trying to play the 9-card fit instead of the 8-card fit. And 4 hearts, I think it was just a general, like a good hand, and most likely a hard control. So over 4-no trump, the only danger is if North took this as a forward going and bid a slam. But
Fernando Lema has joined us.
Everybody.
Has joined us as usually, and this is quite an interesting end, Philippe?
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they can manage at the same time to be the cold game and avoid a tricky slam because two aces are mixing. It's interesting in the point of systems, really.
yeah, a lot of these spots are people have you need very good agreements whether like when it is a slam try and when it is a choice of game. South certainly meant it as a choice of game because there's no way from his hand that they can make a slam opposite a punter who made a non-forcing 3 clubs bid. But North, I guess, was not very sure what 4-no trump was. And let's see what she does.
Yes. Meanwhile, we can have a look at what's happening in the other match. very good partial by Firm against Ludong. They're winning the segment by 25-0. Yes.
Oh wow, Firm is a good team.
Yes, it was a very
And it's
close match.
how many boards have they played? They only played
5.
Oh, they played 5 boards, so they were
5
a
boards.
lot faster.
While nothing happened in the quite nothing the other 2 matches. McAllister increased his advantage just of a little. He's leading now by 8 points, while Permuter is leading by 3-1 in the segment and by 4 in the final score. So a really interesting match, and we can go back to the match. Okay.
So Sylvia still hasn't made up her mind what 4-0 trump was yet.
She has not decided yet. Okay.
Yeah. At the meantime, as we can see on board 17, East West did very well to get to 4 hearts as well, and of course they took a heart finesse to make their 11 tricks.
And so it was one.
It was 1 imp for the Minnens team. So as you can see, it's interesting here that at the other table, Michael Rosenberg opened 1 diamond, which was
And finally, you see, and
Wait,
you see
which
they got
is-
this bad sacrifice in 5 hearts, as we announced.
yeah,
5 hours, they're going to pay 800, I guess.
yeah. If they get their spay rough, they will get 800, but now it's only 500.
Too late.
Yeah.
Now it's only 500.
It had been very easy. It had been easier in the other room because the 3 spades bit could have led the spade lead.
Yes,
Here it was
yes,
difficult.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So 3 spades turns out to be a good bid in the other room. So here it's East West should go minus 500, unless West is thinking about something. Well, I guess it is possible that. Let's see how you would play the hand, not knowing ace king of spades or both on side. West probably draws trumps and would exit a minor, and hopefully they will break some suit for him. But if they cash everything and play a low spade, it could be right to play low if North have honor jack doubleton of spades.
Meanwhile, your teammates in the other room. Let's go into the other room to see what happened. They are in 6 diamonds.
So they're in 6 diamonds. So we are going to lose. We're going to lose at least 12 imps on this board.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate. So Sylvia did take 4-0 trump as Sylvia
As a
did
kick out Blackwood. Kick
No,
out. No?
I don't. I mean, they do play kickback, so I don't imagine 4-0 trump is key card. But it's so 5 hearts. Yeah, maybe Sylvia did take. But
Because, you know, it's-
even if she thinks it's key card, she should respond 5 spades because she has 2 with queens.
If maybe she thought about club. I know
Yeah.
it's strange in any
Yeah.
case. But 5 hearts is strange because she beats 4 hearts in previous round, so she announces the heart sharpness more or less. So
Yeah. The only thing is she did bid 3 clubs, which actually shows a less than invitational hand with both
yeah,
minors.
she thought she has a very good hand for.
She
the-
thought
yes.
if punter is trying for slam,
Yeah,
she does have a good hand.
Yeah.
But the only thing is her punter unfortunately was not trying for slam. So it's going to be a 12 or 14 imp swing for Rose for the Manfield's team.
12,
That
yes.
means that
12, yes.
the match will be almost.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to be up 3 after this board.
Yes. While she was thinking, Philippe, I want to ask you, in your long career, we can say long career, which was the lowest player you met? Yeah, she had all the
Bit
reason
Palmer,
to think.
Bit Palmer is one of, by sure. Bit Palmer is one of the lowest player, the slowest player I know for years. That's sure. Maybe not the slowest, and who's?
But
We had
between-
some French player,
The
very
great French player,
yes, yes.
you,
yeah.
Levy,
No, not these ones. But
Yeah,
one of
Ferron,
no.
before.
Far before, we had a very, very slow player, which was Pierre Gestem. Which Gestem was a wonderful card player. He won a title in chess. He won a world title in do you say dame?
Dame.
Dame. That's the draft. And he won two world titles in bridge, and he was one of the slowest player I ever said when playing.
At the time of Jay Strezel.
Yes, before. Yes, the same time.
And
Yes.
Rudinescu? How is your opinion about Rudinescu?
Rudinescu, and it was not a slow player. He was a fast player. Yes.
We are talking.
Yes.
Which is the lowest player you have met?
Gestem.
The
Gestem was not
Slowest?
The lowest.
Lowest.
the slowest.
Oh, slowest.
Slowest,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I can be pretty slow sometimes. The slowest, I think Joe Woolridge, he can be really slow.
Oh.
And actually Beth Palmer here, I heard she can be very slow.
And Brent Manley maybe sometimes.
Bramley?
No, Manley.
Bart Bramley?
Yeah.
I mean, I the times I play against him, he's not that slow actually.
It was a competition in the 19th, which was
very educated, and I appreciate. But couldn't you speak a little bit louder?
okay. Of course. I said it has some competitions in the 90s, which was single world championships with the prepared boards and computer. Oh yes, we forgot the best and the slowest, of course, Michael Rosenberg.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
That's an easy winner.
Sometimes.
So anyway, at the
Okay,
meantime,
now you are one point ahead.
we're 1 point ahead. Yes.
And I give the microphone for a while to my friend Fernando. Be back in a while.
In opposite to the slowest, who is the most faster player?
The fastest player. So the people I'm familiar with are Joe Gru. Joe Gru is really fast. I think I rarely see him thinking, and of course he makes the right plays most of the time without thinking. And Justin Nall is very fast. I think the people I played against, like Dennis Bild, I think he's pretty fast. Yeah, there's a lot of fast
That's for
players.
the new generation. And the old one, I know why you ask the question, because the fastest player of ever, he was a Brazilian, it's Gabriel Chagas.
Oh, Chagas.
I think that Alan Sontag is...
Alan Sontag as well, yes.
So at the meantime, we can see.
I cannot lie you, Philippe.
Oh, okay. So at the meantime, we can see both tables are in 3-0 Trump.
Yes. In this room, I presume that two spades is an inquiry on the strengths of the no trump opening.
Yes, two spades is range ask or clubs, and Kevin Bathurst having only 14 points, but their 1-0 Trump is a good 13 to 16. So with 14 points and a good 5-card suit, he chose to show a maximum.
Yes.
And of course Sylvia bit 3-0 Trump. West actually had not the perfect lead. He doesn't want to be on lead. Eventually he chose to lead the 2 of hearts from ace 9 8 deuce. This is not a very popular lead. I mean, can easily cost a trick, but he doesn't have attractive lead. Some people might lead the Jack of Diamonds to just go a little passive, especially on invitational auctions, which would probably be my choice. But as you can see here, a hard lead turns out to actually North-South is just cold if they duck the first heart.
But how many tricks happened? They declared.
Right now, because Dicker played Queen of Hearts at trick 1, now he only has 8 at this point. Has 1 heart, 5 diamonds, 1 spade, and 1 club. But there's a lot of chances for the 9th trick, depending on how the play goes. For example, a spade finesse, if it works, it'll be the 9th trick. But it's unfortunate it's offside on this hand. But there's going to be some end play possibilities and etc. So we'll have to see how the play goes.
The first step for the defense is not to play back a heart, and so Beth Palmer succeed in playing back a diamond. It makes clear for her partner that hearts are not a very good suit for them. After that, it's really difficult.
Well, the Clara have only 1 entry in dummy.
2. He has 2 entry, by the way, because he has the 10 of hearts and I think he will play the 10 of heart now. Yes, heart now.
Now Kevin played the 7 of hearts. If West goes up the ace, Kevin will just have 9 tricks.
Yes.
If he ducks it, this hand will gets a lot more complicated. It seems like at one point
somebody will have to play a spade or a club in East-West.
Right. So let's say West ducks this trick.
Yes.
They will win the 10, and let's say they play the Jack of clubs, and East cannot cover obviously to the Queen. Now West cannot play hearts and cannot break spades.
And
he
has
would
to
have to play a diamond
or a club.
Or a club.
Or
so
club.
let's say he exits safely with the club or a diamond. Now South can cash all the tricks, and
in a 3-card ending, no, it's not good enough.
it's gonna be a 4-card ending, right? So South would have. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, 4-card ending. Oh, so he played the ace, so this hand is over. Okay, that's good for
Okay,
us.
that's the end. Yes, and Cole thought the diamonds were established at this point.
Right, he didn't know, yeah, but he can only hope.
Yes, a bit disappointed.
Okay, now let's see at the other table.
Yes.
It gets more interesting because obviously West did not play the ace of hearts. Now Michael is in a tank. Shocker.
May we see the other table, Fernando?
I don't use the program.
Okay. Go to the other table.
It's very easy.
If it. Yes, we had exactly the same start, heart and heart.
Yeah. Well, the other table it went heart and the diamond.
Yes.
So it was a little different, but it's essentially the same thing. Actually, I don't quite understand the high heart at trick 1 because playing high only gains when West led from ace king 4th. But nowadays, I don't think people lead low from ace king 4th anymore. It's usually
Ace king 5th?
Ace king 5th, I guess it's possible, but they let the deuce.
Yes, but I don't know if they're leading force best or attitude.
Lead attitude. So,
Yeah.
So he was trying to for ace king 5th. Yeah, that's a very good point.
But now I think.
So it's interesting how Michael's gonna play this hand. He definitely needs diamonds to come in, but he needs one more trick. The simple way is a spade finesse, but if
Yes, but you have time for that.
yeah,
He has to assume the diamonds are 3-3 by sure.
right, because otherwise it seems almost impossible.
Yes.
There's another chance is if it's under double of clubs on his right. If that's the case, he has to play the Jack of clubs now, because if they cover, he'll win the ace and play back a club. If they don't cover, he can duck it, and he still has the ace of spades as an entry.
Yes.
But
But he will be.
it's complicated because to counter that, if the spade finesse is offside, West can always play back the jack of spades, I think. Now, the entries are a little weird. Oh, but if that, oh no, actually that is okay because he can win the ace.
I think he may make very difficult for the defense playing a small diamond for. No, he play ace of club and club.
Oh, he's trying to play ace of
Yes,
clubs.
yes, not so bad.
I'm not sure how this is the right line though. Like where are his ninth? Where is his tricks? So he's trying to. So he's.
The idea.
So he has.
He is not sure of the diamond 3-3. So if he can find something with the clubs and the spade finesse, okay, it would be.
For one thing, if it's king queen doubleton of clubs, he has him.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, but otherwise, I just don't see why this is the right line. Oh, I see. He's trying to play for honor doubleton of clubs and
Yes.
play finesse on
Yes.
side.
Yes.
I see. So he's trying to take 1 heart, 3 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 2 spades.
For all the spectator, which is the difference if in the West position you discard the diamond jack or diamond 9 or diamond 10? Which is the difference?
This is actually interesting. The standard plays the jack because you have the jack 10-9, but obviously here you don't, partner is not the one who needs to know much. At the same time, at this point, I think you should just play the jack to just let partner know because Dicker is just going to do whatever he does. He doesn't really have a choice. If he started with ace, king, queen, 5th, seems like he's just going to play all of them. Doesn't matter which card you play. Some positions you're supposed to be a little deceptive, but here I don't really think it matters at all.
Philip?
I think the jack was an automatical card here. I think the defender didn't pay so much attention to all that. As you just said, Declare is obliged to play diamonds. He has no choice, so
So it looks like Michael is not gonna make this one.
No, no way anymore.
Maybe. Oh, actually, this gets interesting because West get caught in some kind of weird squeeze, right?
No.
They have. They have 2 tricks. Yeah. So he can just pitch all the spades. Yeah, because they still have the club communication. So Michael is
Yes,
never
because
this one.
because the last club in Est is.
Oh, now he has to pitch a heart though, because if he pitches spade, now Michael can play. Oh, now Michael can play a spade to the
Yes,
ace. And
yes,
hit the
yes,
club.
yes.
So
Yes.
he
Oh,
has
yes.
pitched.
Oh, that's oh.
But now Michael has to guess the end position.
In you, he knows for the hearts, and he probably knows for the queen of club.
Yes, so Michael should definitely get it right.
Yes.
So it's
Oh.
so this is
It was so obvious to discard heart. Sorry, but we didn't pay attention.
at the meantime at the other table. It seems like Kevin got some kind of crisscross squeeze to make 4.
A point is a point.
Okay, Michael is thinking about what to pitch from dummy, which is interesting because it doesn't seem to matter. And also East encouraged spades. I think they play upside down carding and East encouraged spades. It doesn't mean anything.
Could
but
play.
I can't imagine Michael getting this one wrong. Obviously I hope he gets it wrong, but I guess Michael is thinking it's very weird for West to pitch like that.
It can think he will discard a club, and that he will play a spade for no. It seems logical to discard a club and play spades for the ace. It can't be good to discard a spade, because even if East has 4 clubs, king, queen 9 at the start, now we will discard the 4th club and the diamond. So the only position is to keep the 3 spades on a club and play spades for the ace and club.
Yes, exactly.
You win either with Est having the king of clubs and the king of spades, or West having the queen of clubs and no more spades to play.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
He-
yes,
he
it's
discarded it.
it's automatic. I think it's automatic.
Now he has to play a spade. There's no other
Yeah.
choice. Yeah. Seem like he's just gonna make it. But at the same time, I guess he's thinking, if this was the layout, how is it possible that West discarded this way?
Yeah,
But what happened is they declared take with the ace and play club.
Oh, that's take with the ace and play a club. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. This is what he should do. But we're talking that maybe he's thinking that if this was the layout, West can just discard a heart and can always beat it.
yeah,
So-
but
So maybe he's thinking that West has to have the king of spades.
which means that he has queen jack 4 times in spades and let a heart and does the ace 4th. It's not most
Yeah.
probably.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. But it's difficult, of course. It's difficult to take advantage of a clear mistake of an opponent. That's always difficult.
So he's either playing lefty to have king jack 4th, ace 9 8 4th, jack 10
Too
9
small,
diamond,
too small, and too small.
clubs.
But in the same
For
case,
East to win the king of
king of
clubs.
clubs with king queen 9
Queen
4th.
9 4th.
It's a lot of, you know.
and West not leading a spade from king jack
Yes,
4th, but apart
yes.
from ace 9.
Yes, well done, Master Rollback.
Okay,
well
so
done.
yes,
Okay,
he got it
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He played for West to make a mistake, which he was right.
Still 1 point.
Mhm.
For us. All right, well done, Kevin Bathurst. If we win by 1, I'm gonna buy Kevin a beer tonight. So now we're on board 20, and in one room, it went pass, and East opened the club. South overcalled the diamond, it went the spade, and North made a responsive double. Those 2 spades showing 4, presumably. 3 hearts. Oh, it's actually interesting that Kevin bid 3 hearts with only 3 of them, and Sylvia raised to 4.
That's in the other room.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
looking at the other room, yes. So this contract is actually doomed, because if they just play 3 rounds of clubs, tap the dummy, 4 hearts, we just have no play here. But if they don't do that, then East-West still only has 9 tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean North-South only had 9 tricks. Yeah. So let's see what happens in
So
this.
in the other room they call 4 hearts.
They got to 4 hearts, yes.
They
in
got
the other
4
room.
hearts.
In North-South.
In
North-
North-South, let's
yeah.
see what happens. No, let's see what is happening in this one. Okay.
Okay. So he went pass, a natural club, a diamond overcall, a heart showing spades, I assume North would probably bid. Well, it's actually an interest. I mean, she does have a diamond fit, but at the same time, she wants to show she has some values and 4 hearts. So she does want to make a responsive double, kind of. I'm not sure about if they have the agreement what double of 1 heart here is. Is it responsive or does it show 5 hearts? So it seems like the options are between. Okay, so she chose to bid 2 clubs, a good hand with the diamond fit. And East bid 2 spades, holding 4 spades and the minimum. That seems normal. Now South would probably. South does only have 5 diamonds, but he at the same time he knows his opponents are in at least 8 card spade fit, and his partner showed values with the diamond fit, so it's likely he will compete to 3 diamonds.
What do you think about that blue line in the air of Mrs. Berkowitz? You see, she a part of her hair is blue. I mean, it's not a technical question.
No, I didn't. I know. I wasn't. I was trying to see what you were talking about, but I didn't. The blue line
There
on
was
her hair.
there was
I saw,
the picture,
yeah.
and she in her hair, she has a part of her hair is blue.
Oh, okay. I think it's probably just
Okay.
what she likes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think she just likes it. That's my guess. All right, so let's see. So let's get back to the table. Oh, so East is still thinking at the other table against 4 hearts, so which can never make. And here the contract is 3 diamonds.
Yes, we are playing quietly in 3 diamonds, which is a mundane contract.
Yeah, so 3 diamonds.
Not exactly, by the way.
3 diamonds has at least.
You have only 8 tricks by the top.
Right, you only have 8 tricks off the top, but you just need to rough a club in the at some point.
And to do that, so try king of spades on a club on a trump back, which seems absolutely normal. And then you take in hand, play club, trump. And declare.
Yeah, it's
Declare has to make something. I don't know if he can make 3 diamonds. That's
3
okay.
diamonds. I think. Well, because
Go back a trump.
West cannot get in a third time to
Yes.
play
Yes.
the clubs.
Oh yes.
So you play a trump, you play a club. Also, you.
No, finished. Now you have
Too
no
late.
tricks. Too late.
Okay, so this is going to be probably 5 or 7 imps for the Manfield team. That's bad news for us. Beth Palmer at the other table is still thinking.
Just nothing special.
And while she is thinking, and you can keep following the match. And we have some interviews we did this morning, I think. Is it ready? And so let's see what Fernando has to.
Hello, Adam. Hello.
Hello.
How do you feel today?
Really excited to play the match. Yeah, happy to still be in it.
Which is your opponent?
We're playing Russians and French. Philippe Benedict Cronier.
And the other pair?
I don't know
Someone related to Pierre Zimmerman?
Yeah.
His girlfriend or what?
his
Yeah,
girlfriend, I think.
Is the first time that you play together?
Yeah, it's
With-
time,
well, in
but
Pula. We
yeah.
played in Pula. But besides that, yes.
Okay, buena suerte.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How was the start of the match today?
Well, I mean, we are lucky to be here. It's really challenging, and I love that. And we did okay on our side. You know, some ups, some downs, but overall, you know, we can't judge anything until we wait for our teammates to finish. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very nice event. I'm just really enjoying it, and you know, the organization is wonderful, and everybody's so friendly. It's great to be here.
We just played our first set in the round of 16 in the mixed, and we are up 52-2.
Ah, good. You are happy.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Have a very good expectation to pass for the next step.
I've lost 50 before over like around 14 boards, so you know. But we're not taking anything for granted. But I'd rather be in our position than the position the opponents are in.
Okay, buena suerte.
Thank you.
So in this board, they made 3 diamonds plus 1, and we don't know yet the result of the other room. So we could go to the other room and see what's happening in these 4 hearts. Well,
So at this point, East West already took 3 tricks and they tapped dummy once. So it's at least going down 1 at this point. If Kevin plays every card correctly,
otherwise it could be 2 down.
it's actually most likely to be 2 down at this point, I think, because he has to.
That, as you said before, means 5 or 7 points difference.
It's actually because the other table made 130, so it's going to be 6 or 8 points.
8 points, yeah.
So I'm hoping for a 6. So Kevin, to go down 1, Kevin needs to play the Queen of Spades, taking a roughing finesse, play a heart to the Jack, and rough a spade, and draw the trumps, and just lose a trump in the end, basically. But he's definitely still trying to make it. So to make it, he needs hearts 3-3 with the king on side for starters. And by the way they play their cards, I'm sure Kevin knows that East has 4 spades and 3 clubs. So he needs to play East to be 4-3-3. Oh, so he's okay. So it looks like he's just going to rough a spade and play hearts to be 3-3 with king on side.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do, I think.
Yeah, he's not going to take. Actually, it's interesting because if the king of clubs shows up on his left, a king of hearts, I mean, that would and he knows left hand opponent has the king of clubs, so that would really give his right hand opponent ace of spades, ace queen of clubs, and maybe the jack of diamonds. But they're thirsty, so they could open the 11 count. So Kevin is not going to take the roughing finessing spades. He's just going to play it for 3-3.
What was the start of the defense? They led a club for the ace
Club
and
to
the
the
ace of
ace.
spades?
No, the club to the ace and the low club back to the 9 of clubs to the ace and the low club back to the 10 and the spade to the ace.
Okay.
These were the first 3 tricks.
Yeah.
And now he can maybe recover playing the queen of spades. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah, he does not know for sure who has the king of spades.
Yes.
He tried to make.
Yes, of course. Yes. We make 2 down.
Now it's down 2. So 8 aims for Manfield. Now Mellons is down 6. All right. Meanwhile, okay.
Meanwhile, in the other room, you mean?
In the other room,
Yes. They stopped in 3 spades.
they stop in 3 spades, which they have 3 hearts to lose, and they have to guess the queen of clubs to make 4 spades. And it's pretty. I can't see how they should get the clubs right, so it's going to be a good position for the Manfield, unless somehow they make 4 spades. at the other room. It's actually very likely that North-South would get to 4 spades on this hand, because they play 14-16 no trump. So North with 17 points would open a strong club, and South would probably bid 1 diamond, and West, white against red, I would assume he probably bid 2 diamonds or 3 if he's out there. We'll see how it goes, but I would be surprised if they get to 4 spades and find the queen of clubs, but I hope they do.
First, you have to hope they call game, and then that they get the
Yes, yes.
clubs.
So it's gonna go a strong club, 16 or more points, pass a diamond, 0 to 7, 2 diamonds natural. Now North has a pass, a clear pass.
On the other room, yes.
And I think it's going to go past. Maybe East is going to raise to 3 diamonds, and South will probably make a takeout double because he has 7 points opposite 15, opposite the 16 plus. He has shortness in diamonds. Yeah, so South would probably make a takeout double, and North is going to bid 3
3
spades.
spades and probably sells 4
South
spades.
probably bids 4 spades.
Yes.
And we'll see. We'll see if Sylvia can make it.
Have you ever played a strong club?
I do play strong club a lot of the time. Yes.
Yeah. And you, Flip?
No, never. No. It was not.
French.
It wasn't popular. It wasn't popular
I
in
know,
France
I know.
30 years ago. But probably world too, because we can have 2 systems. I think the future in reality is playing strong club when you are non-vulnerable, and especially when opponents are vulnerable, and to play 5 card majors when they are not vulnerable, something like that. But you need to learn deeply 2 systems, which is not obvious at all.
Yeah.
So here, North-South, as we talk about, reach 4 spades. This is going to be a very big board for either team, because if North-South makes 4 spades, Millens is gonna get 10 imps. And if they don't, Millens is gonna lose 6 imps, very likely.
I have the strange feeling that you hope that they guess. Both of you.
Actually, so somehow at the other table they were in 4 spades and they made 5. Oh, it's because they let a diamond and West did not put up the king. They're in 3 spades and they made 4. But this actually does not matter that much. It's only 1
No.
difference if we go down.
The real matter is if they make 4 spades here.
Yeah. So the defense started with ace king of hearts and a heart. So now North is gonna find out that East has ace king of hearts, and I assume West is going to play back either a trump or a diamond. I guess a diamond. Unfortunately, I would be very surprised if North gets the queen of clubs on this hand.
Why very surprised? I mean, it's
Because
a guess.
No, it's not exactly a case, because she will know that West has 6 diamonds, 3 hearts, 2 spades, and only 2 clubs. So the best chance to find the queen of clubs is to find in the hand who has 3 cards,
Yeah.
which is East, unfortunately.
yeah. And also to play West for the queen of clubs. I guess if it's
No,
it doesn't matter.
you can do it because you know.
Yeah, if it's 3-2, it doesn't matter.
Well, from the noise I hear.
Oh, so Sylvia chose to rough a diamond first.
Okay, let's finish this end.
So she's on the right track. She's probably going to play.
No, no.
I assume she's probably going to play jack of spades and a spade to the ace and ruff another diamond, and then try to guess the club. So she'll find out all the information she needs. The only, yeah. At one point she'll find out East had ace king fourth of hearts and queen, likely queen third of diamonds, but that doesn't mean East cannot have the queen of clubs.
Yes, from the noise we can hear behind, we have noticed that it's almost finished the Perth qualification, and we have a French domination.
Yes,
First, Rees and Rimbaud are first at the moment.
Vanessa Rees is a former world champion, and Jérôme is a former European champion, so it's a very good pair, of course. And Thomas Bessis is playing with Helene Baron from the Italian team.
Piece of Italy.
Yes, so they are very good players, every of them.
An American pair, Hard and Minter, and another American pair, then Chinese, then Dubin in Pomareva,
Russian, and another French pair, Jean-Baptiste Fontaine and Véronique Ventoux.
Fontaine is a fan of a Fanton.
And you know, it was mentioned because Véronique and Jean-Baptiste are there especially to present the artificial intelligence bridge. They are there for that. They are playing bridge and they play well, as you see, but the project is very interesting in IA. I think maybe you had interviewed them before, yes.
The rule is that from this qualification they should go in final L, final A, 120 pairs, but they don't know exactly how many pairs, like you for example, will attend the tournament from the and so they could be even just 76 if all of the people that has lost
no, because the maximum number of pairs coming from the round of 16 is 8 by 3, 24.
Is 24.
Yeah, 24. So if you make how many people are qualifying for the semi-final?
Well, there is a written over
120, you say?
No, it's
in the whole.
In all, 120.
120 minus 24, so it's 96. 24.
You already know.
I know. No, maybe more.
It's
24 and 12, 40. No, 36. Because we were 16. We were 16 by 3, 48 pairs this morning, and this afternoon will be 24, and this night 12 only. So we lost 36. This 36 can go. So the 84 first are sure to be qualified.
And let's see if there is some unqualified. Great. I see that Rodwell and Radwell, they were first for all the tournaments.
Yes.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, and they had a bad session this afternoon, probably. Yeah.
She's thinking about if she should pass the last champion out.
And let's see.
Genosa is 80.
And Helmets are out too. Well, they are out. It always depends if.
Yeah, they are not out, but they are bad position. Nadia Bekush and Peter Fredin, yes.
Yes. Nadia Bekush is one of the most popular girl in the bridge world.
Of course.
She's always so kind. So
because she is a mix of the
Mediterranean.
Yes, especially and Tunisian and Danish. So she's so nice. She's very nice girl.
Nice, yes.
Yes.
Well, they could be in if no.
Yes, it depends of the number of pairs coming.
Also, let's go back to the match.
What happened in
the four spades?
Yeah, so she eventually went with the odds, and she did go down. She didn't guess the queen of clubs. So 7 M's for Manfield, and we're down 14 at the moment.
But with a long way to go.
With a long way to go, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see, we have 7 more boards. It's actually a very swinging board on board 22 right now. It's okay, so they missed the slam on this one, so it's not going to be good for us. They have they have a rather interesting auction. So let's see how they do at this table. So we went natural club opener, I believe.
Would you answer one spade over one club with the West hand?
I would bid at 1 diamond because I have a game forcing hand.
Yes.
That's what I do. But it's rather weird that West started with 1 spade.
But you know, it could begin 1 club, 1 spade, 2 diamond.
No, I'm not sure what East will do.
19.
Yeah, she has 8 tricks in her hand and a very good hand.
She can't beat 3 clubs, so she will have something to say.
So,
I bet 2 diamonds.
So 2 diamonds is a possibility, and I don't know if they have any agreements. I actually really like a treatment where 3 diamonds here shows a game forcing hand with clubs.
Without spade feet?
No, nothing about
okay,
spades, just a game forcing hand with clubs.
Yes, because we used 3 diamonds as a sort of super forcing with a spade feet.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's a possibility. What I'm hoping for is, it's very unlikely that they are going to miss the slam. So what I'm hoping for is if they get to 7.
Of course.
The only way to gain something.
Yes, exactly.
In the board. I want to be more optimistic than you. I predict a push.
Okay.
I predict they will beat 7, and that South we will not find a hard lead, and that they will make certain tricks. That's positive thinking. You know. No, for you they will find the hard tricks. Sorry.
The second beat by East is a problem.
Yes, but I have to say that in my opinion it's also a problem that the second bid of East will be made after 10 minutes. Because when it begins 1 club, 1 spade, a good player has to think about what he is doing at this point, because it's a slightly ethical problem. I mean, not with Beth Palmer, I have to say, because Beth Palmer is
thinking in any case
on every hand. But if a non so well-known player, say 1 club, 1 spade, and begins to stop for 5 minutes, something is I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, but sometimes there are situations in which you have to think because you have no agreement.
That's true, but you have to consider that when you think so long, you give an information to your partner.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have 7 boards. I mean, 6 boards actually. Oh, so he chose to bid 3-0. She chose to bid 3-0 trump.
Yes.
That's not a bad start for us. Hopefully West passes, but it's hard to imagine he would. What would you guys bid with West hand over 3-0 trump, by the way? It's actually an interesting problem.
But I want to take the Philip point. If a player that is normally very speed thinks like she did for 2 minutes, then say 3-0 trumps, is partner knows for sure
that something is going.
that is something
strange.
strange.
Partner for sure knows something is strange. I'm not sure if in this case, if there's
No,
any.
no,
It's
there,
okay.
because
It's
she
okay. I agree with you.
Right.
No unauthorized information is going.
Right,
going on.
because
No.
because she might be thinking, whether
Yes,
to
yes.
gamble 3-no trump or
yes.
three clubs or
It doesn't give any clue.
right, as it turns out.
But now the West hand is very difficult. But I would bid probably a no trump bid. 4 or 5.
Yeah, but he does have a stiff club. But East should show a hand where it's too strong to jump to 3 clubs.
Sure.
So West
and probably more or less the stopper in the red suit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the stopper in the red suit means you have the ace of diamond.
Right.
So you have
If-
diamond tricks, club tricks, and a stopper on hearts and spades. It's okay to play 6 no trump.
Right. I think as long as the clubs are solid, the only downside is West having a stiff club. If East say has something like Ace King Queen 6, it could be a problem.
Yeah, it could be a problem, yes, with
Yeah.
the quality of the clubs,
Yeah.
or even Ace King Jack 7 times or something.
Right. So West actually has an interesting problem. I mean, 4 diamonds is actually not a bad choice either.
Because maybe you could bid 4 diamonds for heart or for spades for no trump. After
Yeah.
that, just to
Even sometimes maybe you need to play the 5-2 diamond fade opposite. Let's say East has something like
Yes,
Ace
yes.
and 1 diamond and Ace King Queen 6 of clubs. Maybe 7 diamonds is cold. If of course give East a little more
Or
hearts.
pass.
Oh,
pass
so
it
you
out.
want 3
Yeah.
no trump all pass. So, okay, so we're still alive. Okay, thank you, Beth Palmer and William Cole.
So you will lose just 2 points.
We would lose just 2 points, yes. So we're still alive. Okay, so this is a nothing hand. It will be an opening lead and
it depends on the lead.
yeah.
It depends on the lead. On the heart lead, it will make 12,
So
and
now,
another one is 13.
so now let's look at what happens on board 23 at the other table.
Let's move to the other table. Okay. Okay.
So the auction went 1 spade past 3 clubs. I believe 3 clubs was natural invitational. So East
Not
West.
with a spade for sure.
So East West stopping 3 clubs, which has at least 9 tricks, and 3 no seems like has 9 tricks. So
3 no.
because East has no spades, so you cannot take a spade finesse.
No, 3 no, yes. You will
Oh,
get
sorry, I mean 8 tricks. 3 no has 8
tricks,
tricks.
yes.
That's what I meant.
8
Yeah.
tricks.
So which means this is probably, it's very hard to say because let's see how 5 clubs does. 5 clubs, you can pitch your heart on the ace of spades, but you can't quite deal with all the diamonds as the cards lie. So it seems to me that let's say in 5 clubs you lead the king of hearts, you win the ace, play a diamond, they win. Now they can no, you cannot do that. So you have to play a trump yourself to the ace, take the pitch, play a diamond, they win, play another trump. You're just 1 trick short in 5 clubs. So
Typical hand in which seems that the East West has just 2 losers, but they don't have to be 11 winning.
exactly. They actually don't even have 2 losers. They just have 1 loser because the ace of
Yes.
spades can pitch the heart.
But where are the winning pre-ticks?
Yeah. So yeah, Eating is gonna pitch the heart and play a diamond, and I think North is going to win and play a. Oh, she actually played a trump. That's rather weird, actually. Now she might lose control in 3 clubs.
Yeah.
This is not very good. Oh, wait a second. She has 3 trumps. Yeah, she's not gonna lose control. She'll be fine. Now she just knocks out the diamonds 3 times, and she has 3 trumps left. So she'll just lose 3 diamonds for a plus 130. If she now plays a low diamond to the 10 and North ducks, it'll be interesting actually. She might just get one diamond this way.
But no, sorry. She will play diamond, sure, and then North can take and play her heart. She will ruff.
Yeah, she has enough trumps to not lose control.
No, I don't think so.
Why? She has 3 trumps.
Yes, she
play
has
a
to
diamond.
ruff. She has to give.
She play a diamond. They win.
Oh
they
yes,
play-
yes, of course,
yeah.
yes, of course. Yes,
She
yes.
has 9, 8, 7.
So she will make 10 tricks, yes,
diamonds.
She will make 10 tricks,
yes,
yeah.
of
But
course.
it's actually interesting here. If North ducks the 10 of diamonds, I think
Yes,
she only makes 9.
interesting, more or less. Yes. In an intellectual point of view, I agree with you. It's one.
It's actually not impossible to find this defense.
No, this is
because
true.
you
So-
basically know the whole hand.
So
at this
declarer
point.
has to place Jack of Diamond off his hand.
Yes, exactly. So this is plus 130 for our team.
And that's a very
And
good
let's
result.
go
That's
to
good
the other
result.
room.
Let's go to the other room, see what happens. So you start with 2 clubs, game forcing.
Yes.
Now they are in
No,
game
no. West start with one
One
spade.
spade.
Yeah,
Two
one
clubs.
spade. Yeah, he spits
No,
2 clubs.
Two clubs game
forcing.
forcing. Probably.
Now,
Two
two
hearts.
hearts, 3 clubs, 3
Three
spades, 3 no
trump.
trump.
Okay.
And it looks like 3 no cannot make. But
It depends.
Unless
unless
some
something bad happens.
some mistake from the defense.
Yeah.
And what could happen is that...
So South actually has an interesting leading problem. He had 3 little diamonds. He's definitely... Well, if South leads a spade, that's bad.
South
has to stay
will
away
probably
from
lead
this.
the diamond.
Well, with 3 little diamonds, I'm not sure if he should lead a diamond or not. I think King of Hearts is definitely possible because he knows partner has at least 4 hearts and Dummy is
That's
the
true,
one
that's
having
true.
heart strength.
Absolutely.
I
So
think that Butters will lead the king of heart or
Yeah.
the queen.
Yeah.
I don't know is their agreements, but
Right.
this kind of lead.
But
on the
sure we
King
can
of
say
Hearts
the
lead,
spade.
I don't think Dicker can take 9 tricks. So it's likely
No.
it's likely to be 6 sims for
On the
minutes.
contrary, on the spade lead, 9 tricks are already done.
Right.
No, with spade is not a choice.
No,
Declarer,
no, I don't think
the,
so.
Right.
The dummy has opened 1 spade and bid again at the 3 level. So, no, he will lead a red suit.
Yeah.
If he lead a heart,
If you lead a
it's
hard
finished.
hand, it's
And
probably
if he
easy.
lead diamond, Sylvia has to play back a heart at the second trick.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And if he chose to lead a diamond, he should lead a 6 of diamonds.
Yes, which is probably readable.
Well, it's actually a little funny because 6 is not very low, so I'm not sure. So it could be from something like, oh, he did lead a 6 of diamonds.
The
Okay.
6 of diamonds.
This could be
I think
one of the most important hand.
Well,
of the
if they
No,
make
I
this-
think, I think it's clear from the Sylvia point of view. She knows by sure that declarer at least at most 1 spade,
Right.
sure, and
6
as-
clubs.
6 club,
At
and,
least.
and holds diamond to be 3 no trump in this auction. So she knows she has 4
Yeah,
diamonds.
it has
so,
to be.
So she has to play back a heart. It seems to be logical. It's of course it's easier here than at the table, but
Right.
she's able to.
I agree with you. She should definitely figure this out. And also, Declare could easily have the same hand with something like Ace Queen double of hearts.
Of course.
Now there's more reason to play back a heart. So
What if she plays another top diamond
Finish.
10 heart?
Let's finish.
That's
That-
finishing.
that's
Yes.
finished.
Declare
Because
takes.
Declare
Declare-
plays
Declare takes
the
the ace
third-
and plays the jack of diamond and sits
the
on
third
Right.
diamond. Yeah.
But Declare, if Declare ducks the heart, then they can still beat it. I'm not sure if Declare will do that. Oh, he did try to cash. She did try to cash the ace of diamonds. Okay, so Kevin played the deuce of diamonds. I think that's probably they play upside down prison count. Well, Beth actually pitched a heart from dummy, which was rather weird. Oh, okay. So she tried to cash 3 diamonds. Okay, I guess this is bad for us.
Vulnerable means, I think,
We're gonna lose
10 or
10
11
imps, 10 imps on this one. Yeah. Oh, actually 11, because they make 4. They will make 4 on this hand.
why you didn't play? You should have played this segment.
That's very difficult. You have to play the segment where your partner makes some mistakes, but you don't know before.
Yeah.
That's the point.
You never know before.
Because they are your teammates. Usually they play well. So
Well, for example, did you notice that Palmer and Noland, they are doing very well in the pair. They didn't play the semifinal. The semifinal. No. The match they lost.
Yes.
At all. And Sabine and Roy, with Zia and Mikkels, they are the worst segment in the life.
it happens. We played against them the night before, and we lost 40 points to 1. So and then we had a terrible set. It goes up and down. That's bridge. Nobody can.
You played in the round robin.
Yeah. I mean, yes. We were at the table 1 and we lost 40 points.
So she made another trick that means 11.
Yeah,
Yes.
so now we're down 27 with 5 boards to go. And let's see what happens on this board. On board 24. Okay, so East-West are in 3 no trump, and they take 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, 2 spades, and a heart. So this is gonna be a 3 no trump, making 3 for East-West.
Which is not possible at this table.
At the other table, they opened 4 clubs. Okay. So seems like this is going to be a pickup for us.
Yes.
But North has to, if they're in 5 clubs, North has to lead a spade. Maybe a heart is good enough. Let's see. If we lead a heart and they knock out the ace of diamonds. Yeah, a heart is good enough. Actually, it seems like any lead is okay if they're in 5 clubs. Because North only had 2 diamonds, so they don't have the timing to do everything. Also, it depends on how the auction is gonna go.
Do you agree with this opening of 4 clubs with the end, Philippe?
I understand.
I mean, it's something you could do. It's something.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I agree.
You just said
I say
I
I understand.
Okay.
I think Mr. Cole knows absolutely well that he's back in the match and he's making some,
So
no, sorry. It's stupid.
Why they?
No, I made a mistake. No, I will not.
No.
In a normal way, I will not, because I have 4 spades and I have an ace. So
our friend here says that 5 clubs are not makeable with any lead.
It's not makeable with any lead, but if we lead the ace of diamonds, we have to shift to a spade.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will make it.
I think Mr. South can put the 8 of diamond on the ace as a suit preference for spades.
Yes. So this is likely to be a 10 imp pickup for our team for the millions. So after this way will be down 17 with 4 boards to go. Still have chance.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
I put the 8.
So Kevin played the 8 of diamonds.
Yes.
But I think
and
that
Sylvia shift to
that's
good.
spade.
Well done.
But thing was that your, let's say, unlucky board was all vulnerable, and you're not vulnerable. So
That's true.
makes
That's
some
true.
difference.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could have. I think board 21, the 4 spades, I would say was a little unlucky, and of course 22, both tables should get to slam, and 23, we talk about it. It's not a very easy. It's. I mean, I think. I mean, it wasn't a clear-cut defense, I would say. So.
I mean, board 22, that 6 clubs or
6 no trump.
or 6 no trump were not so difficult to beat. I didn't see.
Yeah, both tables, I don't think they bid this hand
No,
particularly
they
well.
didn't
One of the tables, they had some interference.
So, as we are absolutely trusting what he said, so while they're going down these 5 clubs, we have to see a video. You know, there is an Indian boy here that invented a new game very similar to bridge, and he's going to talk about that for a while. Okay?
Hi. So, I'm Amresh. I live in Kodaikanal in South India on a farm, and I used to be a maths teacher. Kids are really bored, you know, in maths, and I thought there has to be another way to excite them, at least the people who sit in the back benches. So I thought, okay, let's teach them bridge. But the other problem of modern classrooms is that children have very short attention spans. So how do you teach a game that takes a long time to learn with kids who have short attention spans? I think the answer is a board game. Because I went to several board game cafes, and one especially in Mumbai, which caught my eye, is that they don't even serve food or drinks. You just pay to play board games. And I thought, okay, let's convert bridge into a board game. And then people will spend time, and let's see how it goes.
Hool is played in 3 stages. The first stage is where players share information. Information sharing always goes clockwise, starting with the dealer. There are 3 kinds of information that can be shared. One information is hand pattern, where you always state the longest suit first. So if someone shares 5, 4, 3, 1, you don't know where the 5 cards are. They could be spades, diamonds, hearts, or clubs. The second bit of information that could be shared is high card points. 4, 3, 2, 1 for ace, king, queen, jack. And the third bit of information that could be shared is number of cards in any specific suit. Right now, that's what the player is doing. I can see diamonds and I can see the number 3. So she's saying that she has 3 diamonds. The second stage is bidding. The difference between bridge and this game is that players always reveal their bids simultaneously. That is, at the same time. Learning a system is always a problem for beginners, and that's where we lose our audience. And by bidding simultaneously, the system is avoided. Stage 3 is the play, and as you can see, it goes just like bridge. Well, almost, because one difference is that the played cards are always placed face up. All the players have to do is to keep looking at the information that has been shared on the table, plus all the played cards. The main thing then is to focus on just the logic of the play.
As you've just seen, they were playing bridge. And I think that this is a nice way to get people to think bridge without actually playing bridge. Now, if they start spreading this game, if they like this game, they're going to tell other people are going to tell other people. And supposing they meet a bridge player and they show this game to them. Well, what is the bridge player going to say? Can I show you something even more interesting? And and hopefully it works.
Well, meanwhile, in the other matches of the quarterfinal, Liu Dong is leading by 18. By 16 from Fern, while Manfield is the one we are watching now. Wilson is winning by 28 on McAllister, and Zhao Heng is winning by 12 on Permuter. But let's go back to our match. So you gained the 11 points you mentioned before, and now you are down of 16.
Yeah, so
which is really something that you can recover. I don't say easily, but there are many possibilities to recover in 4 boards to play, when 4 boards have to be played.
right.
Another 7-4 with clubs in the east end this time. Not such an easy opening bid.
Well, if West opens 4 clubs with the other hand, she might open 4 clubs too.
Yes. I wait that somebody will do that. Will say that. I trusted you. But you know, she is vulnerable. She has ace king sevens. Queen second.
What would you
avoid.
open? I mean, I think this is
It's close. But I think just a good one club.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You know.
because your playing strength in hearts is or anything or clubs is just way too like
and
it's
queen second in
way
spade is very bad to play
right.
to make a preempt.
She chose to pass.
She chose to pass. Oh.
So now
one no trump.
So now Kevin opened one no trump third seat.
And of course, Mr. Cole showing a single major.
Their trump is 15-16.
No, their no trump in third seat now vulnerable is actually 11 to 15. Now West bid 2 diamonds, I believe. I don't know their system, but it's either
single
diamonds and a major, or it's a one major. Looking at his hand, it's probably one major.
I think it's just one major.
And now bet will be 3 clubs as a natural bid. I hope. Maybe not. I don't know. Because she has a fit in the both majors.
Yeah. So Sylvia would probably pass.
Yeah.
And Beth, I'm not sure what she would do. At the same time, at the other table, it's not very good for us because we reached the 5 clubs, which unfortunately has no play. So
and a heart lead, yes.
2 spades. Man.
So the only thing we can hope for is if East West here gets too high and it get doubled.
Yes, that would be a good idea for you. And it's possible.
It is possible, yeah.
Yes, after this bidding, if they get to 5 clubs, it's possible that they will be doubled.
Okay, so East bids 2 spades pass or correct?
No.
So that's likely to just end the auction, but North might compete.
That's absolutely conservative, I would say.
Yes. Even not the French in the 60s have done such a big.
You know. Maybe those will be double, be maximum with 4 spades.
Yes, the maximum.
For 11-15, well,
Yeah.
the point to play 11-15 no trump when partner was a pass down is that you probably don't make a game.
Anyway,
so
everybody passed.
So everybody passed. So
Terrible.
this is going to be probably. It's likely to be. Let's see how many tricks they have. They will.
If they can play 2 rounds of trumps and then play a club.
Yeah, that would be the best defense. Yes.
But
starting with the 10 of clubs lead,
not
they're
good
just
enough.
going to rough
That's
a lot
not
of
good
things.
enough, yes. They will
So
make
they're
4.
going to probably take 6 trumps, ace king, ace ace. So it's going to be 170.
10 tricks, yes.
It's likely to be a 9 aims for Manfield.
Yes.
At the meantime, The other table.
What happened in 5 clubs? Down.
It's only trick 2, but it looks like 5 clubs is going. So you can take 7 clubs and 2 aces. So it looks like it's down 2, unless something really weird happens.
So after this lead, you make more tricks playing spades than in the other room playing in clubs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. You have 8 cards in the 2 suits, and when you play in spades, you have a void. It's a short hand, so it gives rough.
Yeah.
Now, without talking, it's
So
not
this
easy.
is
It's not easy to beat 5 clubs.
So the pairs ended, I assume? Everybody's left?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Okay.
could just, well, but it's just qualification, so it's not so important the final ranking, but just what didn't change much because they had just some pair just one board play. So, well, in fact, the situation changed a little bit. I don't see anymore. Oh, they are there.
Yes, yes.
Bessie and Baroni, they have lost some position. Do you know something about the carryover in the pair? If there is a carryover and
I don't know, but I hope there's no carryover.
no carryover, so they will all
And
start at the same
and my
point.
neighbor hopes the same. Are you playing tomorrow morning?
We are not playing the mixed
No.
pairs. No.
In any case, no.
No.
So,
I mean, if you lose, but now.
No, I'm even if we lose, we're not planning to play the mixed pairs.
Okay, you can see the ranking on the screen. It's finished. Every pair has played 16 boards, and so I think we better go back to our match, which seems to be very, very interesting.
Well, this is going to be 9 imps for Manfield, and we're going to be down 25 with 3 boards to go.
And in the other match, Wilson against McAllister is finished, so Wilson has won. And Zhao and Perlmutter is only 1 point between the 2 teams with 1 board to go. That's very exciting. And in the last match...
Shall we go and see the last board in that match?
Yes, I think...
Sandra, can you put on Zhao Heng and Perlmutter?
We can do it here.
Yes, but for our public, they have to see there.
Yeah.
Yes, of course we can put it here.
The match Zhao Heng against Perlmutter.
Zhao Heng, okay.
Well, actually,
great. Thank you very much.
I don't know why, but on the view graph it says Zhao Heng is up 20 imps, right? It's 81 to 61. I don't know what's.
Maybe this...
something is wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong. But maybe it's a score...
That's good in the match.
Yes.
Yes.
But
So there is...
It isn't... Usually the scores on BBO are not very good. Sometimes...
Yes, but I never saw that in there are 20 points.
Yes, because it's just 10 points you wrote on the sun and the bad score.
Anyway,
we can see the last
we go
the
back
last
to
board.
the match of our friends here because we don't know this thing, and so we cannot say anything about that.
Okay.
It happens very often that the result on BBO is completely different from the result, but the official one is the one we saw before, so there should be just 1 point, but who knows?
He's talking about the other match.
Yeah, I know.
So,
this
yeah.
is the board, still the board in which
So this is board 25,
Matthew
which
is
we're
going
going to
to-
lose 9 imps. I think this hand is over now. Kevin has nothing better to do. Yeah.
9 imps. Yeah.
So we're down 25 with 3 boards to go. And on board 26, our East-West pair got to 3-no trump, which is a normal contract, and it's just cold.
So no way to recover in that board.
Well, it's not a bad way because I saw like some pairs got to 5 diamonds with with these cards, and that actually has no play on a hard lead or club lead. I think maybe any lead.
Let's wait and see. Because if you could recover something in board 26, then the other two,
Yeah, it's possible.
they
It's
could be
possible.
interesting. If you don't regain anything in that
It's
board,
probably over. Yeah.
it's probably over.
Yeah, I agree. So let's see what happens with Beth Palmer and William Cole. So Beth has 14 points and 5 spades. So she looks like she opened a spade.
And the decision is in the Cole's hand. He may be 3 diamonds as a invitational in diamond, something like that. But or decide his hand is worth a game forcing bid, and if he bids one space, 2 diamond, 2 no. I don't know.
Well, in a closed room, what happened in the auction was East opened a spade and it goes 2 diamonds, 2 spades, which I assume is a default bid, does not promise 6, and goes 2-no. Now East showed her 3 diamond raise, and West doesn't really have a very good hand for slam or 5 diamonds, so he chose to bid.
That's why
3-no trump.
634.
Yeah, but he could have find a shortness in clubs in front of his 3 small.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think a better bid for West is 3 hearts.
3 hearts,
just
and now you can between the trump with the East hand.
exactly. So, but
Yeah, but
I don't think they're that.
they made
that
very,
good.
It's
very.
already finished. And so I'm
Oh, so they are in 3-no
I'm
on
sad
this
to
hand.
say that the match is definitely over.
I'm sad.
In
too.
any case, we thank you very
you
much.
for having
It's
me.
not the first time you came here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Miss.
I'm not coming here anymore.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Okay, Philippe, I thank you too, and
Thank you very much. I will go and see what happens near the players now.
yeah.
And
But you will leave me my invitation.
Of course,
for
but I keep back my phone. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. So let's just have a look to the final results. Something happened here. I forgot to ask them, but no, they say, well, Philip said, but just joking, that he hoped that there won't be any. Okay, we have no. Let's see again. Let's wait. All the other match, they are finished. The one that we were following, it was not finished yet, but almost we can say that after the hand we saw in the last moment, the match is over also this. So it seems, according to what we see there, that Zhao Heng won by 76 to 74 against let's have a look. I don't have any more here. Quarterfinal. And so the semi-finalists will be Zhao Heng, Wilson, Melfield, and Firm. We see you tomorrow, and we don't know exactly when, because we think that we'll broadcast the third session of the semi-final, and not the first one of the final that is in the evening. Thank you all very much, and goodbye.